Alright, everybody, so the next cup we're going to talk about is clubs. Clubs is just a cup from the left wing. Think of the L in club and think of the color black. Black is the left side of the court, red is the right side of the court. We're using playing cards. It's just like you can use any terminology you want, but I just figured this would be easier once everybody gets it down. It's going to seem complicated at first because you have to get used to it. But once you get used to it, then it's second nature, I promise you. But club is the left wing cut into the basket. So of course we're going to use this for better communication and quicker reactions. So every time I say quicker reactions, that's exactly what I mean. It's like as soon as I say it, we instantly should do it. Right? So if I say club, 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 it's just that left wing should sprint into action. Alright. I actually even did a test on my team because I know the terms was kind of new. But I called it out and nobody moved because everybody was trying to think of what to do or which person was supposed to go. But watching the videos will simplify this and you'll remember it moving forward. So as you can see, the defense is set up in the 2-3. So if I call club, it's simply this left wing is going to cut. I could be at this spot or this spot. It does not matter. Hell, I could be at any one of the 5 spots when we running these plays. It's just, if I'm telling that person to cut, just cut instantly, it should be easy. So getting into some gameplay from it, it's simple. If I call club, that just means it's left wing. You'll see loco. Cut to the basket, be ready to catch and finish. Alright? You catch it, go up, try to dunk it. Do not try to pump fake, and you should be pretty successful. The very first thing I look at, especially if a team is playing zone, mainly 2-3, is you get into your spot to space out the floor. Remember, the first thing for me is to try to attack and go score. If a team is obviously in 2-3, I just can't go down there and try to dunk on the center. But normally in 2-3, you create a 3 versus 2 scenario, which means both wings is typically open. So if you can get there, set yourself, be ready to shoot, should be easy day. Next, running this action can also open it up for other teammates. A lot of times in 2-3, as you see me back up here, number 7 and this guy in this bottom left corner normally have to choose once you send the left wing on the cut. Right? So let's say we call club rolls through. These two had to choose between trying to stop the person cutting to the basket and the corner. And no matter what they chose wrong. That's why you create these scenarios. So right there he cuts through and we're gonna get a wide open jump shot. Now, every time we get these looks, it does not mean we're gonna knock the shot down. Again, you roll through and then your next formed action is to try to get the offensive rebound. Alright, so you get a wide open shot. The 2 wings are gonna get back. The guy that rolled through is gonna try to grab the offensive rebound. That's all you can ask for. So even though we missed the shot here, Jamaica did actually try to get the offensive rebound. We got pushed out the way, but either way, we should still be back on the break to prevent them from fast breaking. Alright, sometimes I like to come down onto the wings. Alright, so either the right side or the left side. I might not always go to the middle. Again, it's 5 spots on the floor. I don't care which spot you take. It's not a thing with me where you have to be in a particular spot every single time down the court. But from here, I like to run some action. My first action, of course, is to go try to score. And the next thing I might do is just run ace, where I pass it to somebody. They pass it right back down to me for a wide open dunk. The better the pass, the better the result. Rolling on to the next one. Similar thing. If a team is playing zone, let's say they playing 2-3 like this team is here, it creates a 3 versus 2 scenario because there's 3 people up top versus their 2 people up top. They have 3 people down bottom versus our 2 people sitting in the corner. So if it's 3 versus 2, all you have to do is be patient. Now, in 2-3 zone, you do have to read this defender on the side. You got to read whether he's up and shooting down or down and shooting up. They're going to do one of the two. The reason being, the big man right here in the middle, he's responsible for one of the corners, right? And you can typically tell which corner he's responsible for based off how the formation looks. So if you see these two people on this side and this guy's already occupying a corner, that lets you know that the center is supposed to be occupying this back right corner, right? So even though I'm in the club spot, it's easy to tell what he's supposed to do. So because he's operating in the corner supposed to be in that back right corner, that means this defender is up shooting down. Meaning he's going to show at the wing and shoot down to the corner because he has to give time for the center to get back over there. And a lot of times, if you go ahead and throw it to the corner, for example, let's say the center is supposed to be there, you throw it to the corner, he's going to be up on the wing and he's going to shoot down and get the steal 90% of the time. But if you read it correctly, since he's supposed to be guarding both spots, you know you're free to throw it to this wing because number 7 right here, his job is supposed to be able to take this pass away. So if you have a very decent passer, which I am, you use that motion against them, throw it to the wide open man. As you see him reach, he was reaching because he's expecting the pass to go to the corner. That's the way the deceptive defense is designed in 2-3. But now, unless we get a wide open shooter with takeover, easy day. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is when I'm bringing the ball down the court, as I said before, the first place I'm going to look to is the wings. But with that being said, you're also my first place of rescue. Meaning, if somebody is pressuring me or if I'm going against like a full court press or something, of course I'm going to try to look to the center and get it back from him, the person that passed the ball in. But teams are very smart. They're not stupid. They do this stuff all the time. So if he can force me to pick the ball up or bump me or something like that, his next natural progression is to roll to where he think I'm going to pass the ball to, which would be Jamaica, who's sitting right here. So for me, the first two places I'm going to look for is the wing. So a lot of times people are going to come up, even though this almost was a steal, that's the first place I'm looking to for rescue. From there, I'm going to run down, we run similar action, whether it's ace or I'm at least try to come get the ball so we can start initiating offense. In this scenario, they're overplaying me. Strat does a good job of taking the ball. Since they're playing over aggressive, it gives me a wide open alleyway into a dunk, which ace was just performed. Next thing I want to talk about is sliding into the gap. So a lot of times if, let's say I'm in the middle and somebody else is in the middle, I'll be expecting people to slide into the gap, which means once you draw a certain number of defenders, if you look at me right now, I'm surrounded by 1, 2, 3, and 4 defenders. If I'm surrounded by that many people and that many people looking at me, I naturally want people to learn to slide into the gap. Because if they're all watching me and we're on top of each other, I have nowhere to pass it. But if you slide into the gap, as you see Savage does right here, not only do you create an open opportunity, but you make it hard for defenders to recover. And that's the whole purpose of sliding into the gap. You want to make it as hard as possible for people to recover. So Savage slides into the gap, he gets a wide open look. Easy day. And the last thing I want to talk about is very simple. A lot of times, like I said, I might try to come down to the left or the right. So if you ever see me running to your side, do a couple of things. Now this can happen from a number of areas. I could be on the left trying to run to the middle. I could be on the right trying to run to the middle. I could be in the middle trying to run to the right. Or in this situation, I could be in the middle trying to run to the left. And with that being said, what I'm trying to do is create an angle for me to attack. Because like I said, my first mindset is to run down and try to score. And sometimes the best way I think to score might be to attack from an angle as opposed from the middle. So if you see me doing this, I want you to do one or two things. Either perform club in this scenario, which is just the left wing cutting down, or perform club the same way by reversing around me. Just wrap around me the opposite way. If I'm in the middle and you see me trying to get there and you were confused as to what to do, set a screen. Either way, you can set a screen and roll down or set a screen and pop out. But you're creating the alleyway and you're making the defense move and you're making the defense make a choice. So right here, I'm gonna roll through. Even though it's a little bit late, Loco is gonna perform club by cutting down, and it creates a similar scenario. So now these two defenders right here have to choose between picking up Loco, which one is gonna do that, and which one is gonna get the corner. All right. Sometimes defenses play pretty good, which is fine. So you roll through expecting the pass. The next thing, you look for the offensive rebound. And then your third thing, you're going to wrap back up top. Now, this is an advanced thing that some people do, some people don't. It's just depending on the comfortability thing. But this is something I do teach. If you see a defender like reach out of position, take off. Because if you take off right here, as you see D-Mac do, because the guy reached out of position, you create a situation where any guy in the middle has to now choose between giving up a wide open layup or giving up this wide open 3-ball. Right? People gamble all the time because, and they take some very bad gambles, I might add, but they believe the pass was going there. So when that happens, take off, get an easy bucket, but this all stemmed from that left wing cutting through. So at this point, hopefully you have had a chance to watch all 4 videos. If not, just check out this video club, rewatch it. Check out Diamond, check out Heart, check out Speed. And then in the future, look forward to hearing this terminology for other play calls. It's been Lethal. I'll catch y'all in the next video.